It's like straight out of a fairy tale. Good morning from Chiang Mai, Thailand, where we spent the last couple of days working as digital nomads and hanging out around the city. Chiang Mai is easily one of our favorite cities collectively. Jeff and I both came here separately a couple years back. Jeff backpacked with his brother and I backpacked with my best friend. So we both wanted to come back to Chiang Mai, but there's one thing I didn't get a chance to do when I was here, and that's go to Pai. So it's just up north and it's about a 3 to 4 hour drive. And today we're gonna be taking a van up the mountain to Pai so I can finally see it. So the road to Pai famously has over 700 turns on the way up, and we hear that if you take the van, which we are, most people end up puking because they get so car sick.
Alright, so we're waiting for a taxi. We just took Dramamine, which you can buy over the counter. Fingers crossed. Feeling a little nervous.
Here's the van in question.
Face of confidence. Got about a 10-minute pit stop. I don't actually know how far we are, but maybe only an hour left. So I'm gonna use the restroom and then hang out with the Incredible Hulk here.
I just want to know how the men got Western toilets, but the women got a hole in the floor. It doesn't even make sense.
We made it. If you can't tell by the soothing sounds of construction going on next door, it's very relaxing here. The bus ride wasn't honestly that bad for some of us. We might have had one casualty. No one threw up though. The Dramamine was amazing. Basically knocked me out. I didn't realize it would make me so tired, but I guess it's basically just like any antihistamine. So we're gonna just kind of chill out for a little bit, get our land legs back underneath us because those were a lot of brutal turns. And then we're probably gonna grab some food because we didn't eat too much so that we, didn't throw up all over everyone. So just for some context on that van ride that we took, so there's only one bus company that actually does the route between Chiang Mai and Pai these days. There's this other one called Avia actually, which is a bus we got pushed on, but we actually bought our tickets through the one licensed vendor, and the tickets cost about 240 baht per person, so 480 total. Right now that's roughly about $12 US for a 3-hour drive. It actually took us 3 hours and 20 minutes, which wasn't too bad. We did speak to a couple locals who lived up here though, and they were telling us that it really depends on the time of year. If it's raining and the weather's bad, they obviously take a lot longer to come up here. If the traffic's bad, it can take up to 6 hours, which would be brutal. So just plan ahead, plan accordingly, check the weather if you can. Make sure you pick up Dramamine. Thank us later.
The next morning.
Good morning from what feels like the middle of the jungle in Pai. It's about 8:20 a.m. and last night we actually just ended up grabbing some quick food and then coming back and hanging out at the hotel. We didn't realize that Dramamine, the stuff that you take for motion sickness, is actually an antihistamine and it makes you really sleepy. So we really didn't have an interest in going out and exploring Pai yesterday, but we're definitely going to be making up for it today. So we're up pretty early because we want to, but also because there is construction going on all sides of our hotel right now. And there's also a lovely bird outside that doesn't shut up. We're gonna head down to breakfast and get our day started. And we're so excited to explore Pai. If we can get this one out of bed. So we just left our hotel to go and get some breakfast down the street. If you're ever in the area, you should go to a place called Break Your Fast Breakfast. It's budget breakfast and it was amazing. It's run by a family and it's so cute because for their little coffee menu, they actually say they outsource their coffee so that another business also gets money. So they work together in order to stay alive, which is amazing. We love supporting community businesses. So if you're in the area, check it out, 10 out of 10. Right now, we're getting ready to exit our hotel and go and explore either the canyon or the hot springs and maybe try to find a motorbike. But once again, I find myself waiting on Jeff to get ready. So time will only tell how long this will be. How you doing, Jeff? Good. While we're waiting, before Jeff and I came up to Pi, we were trying to decide if it would even be worth it. We spent a lot of time on Reddit trying to determine if making the trip up here would be a good investment, considering we'd heard horror stories based on Reddit experiences of people coming up here and it being not quite the same that it used to be. Obviously, there's going to be changes from COVID, which we have actively seen so far. Walking around, I would say about 50% of the businesses have been shut down. But in general, I'm really happy that we came up here just because it's kind of like a smaller Chiang Mai. And if you've ever been to Chiang Mai, you know it's best city in Thailand. It's such a good vibe. Good people, good food. But coming up here, I'm really happy I did it. I'm just sad that I can't do a motorbike this time around, but maybe in the future.
One eternity later.
It's a very interesting door we have here. Feels more like locking up a tool shed than closing a hotel room.
And the mosquitoes come in here at night, so we sprayed it with bug spray.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You can see it's very secure. And these are construction homies. Maybe the
Hot spring?
hot spring.
Or the waterfall? I don't know.
And then
That's
High Canyon, and that's it.
So we are making a quick pit stop back at the hotel. Jeff has to get his debit card because we need to go to the ATM to get some cash because we have opted for a taxi tour. It's only about 26 bucks total. So we're just gonna grab some water, gonna grab the big camera because we're using GoPro right now, and then head out.
So first spot is this hot spring. So it's about 400 baht to get in, and it is stunning. Hot spring in the jungle. It's actually different than the one I went to in 2013, but same concept, waterfalls. Although the water was way warmer at the other one, I will say that. I remember it being hot and sweating it while I was in the pool, and this is much balmier. It's more lukewarm, like 75-ish degrees, maybe. I don't know. It just feels really relaxing. Very peaceful, and it's crazy this is in the middle of the jungle in northern Thailand.
Have arrived. If you're wondering what this is, it's literally just a bamboo bridge out in the middle of nowhere, but it is so scenic, it's so green, and I think they even have some water buffalo.
This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Now, I know this is just a bamboo bridge, and you're wondering, is it worth the time to get here? Because it is a bit outside of Pai, but it absolutely is. It was only 30 baht to get in each, and it's just one of the most beautiful places we have ever been. And, you know, you can just, if you're not really into walking or the sun or anything, they have these cute little cafes. We're at one right now, so we're going to grab a Thai iced tea, sit here and enjoy this incredible landscape and how peaceful it is before wrapping up at Pai Canyon.
Last stop.
So we made it to Pai Canyon. We're the only people here. It is quite hot though, so maybe that explains why we're the only people here. And it's just as wild as I remember it. There's this clay walkway everywhere. You can kind of see it behind me, and you just kind of scramble over that and hope not to fall.
But it's free to get in.
But it's free to get in.
All in all, today was such an incredible day, and I'm gonna think back on it forever and just remember how much I love Pai. If you are considering coming to Pai in 2022, do it. It's been my favorite part of Thailand so far, and I didn't think that was going to be a possibility considering I fell in love with Chiang Mai.
And you know, we read a bunch of comments before coming here seeing if it was worth making the 4-hour van ride up. And, you know, a lot of people were actually pretty divided on the subject. You know, some people were saying that it's just so overdeveloped and it's not what it used to be, et cetera, et cetera. But you hear that all the time, you know, people trying to kind of gatekeep their experience. And I think we just saw why so many people do come here. And of course, you're not going to be in rural Thailand, you know, in like rice paddies with farmers. It is a little more westernized. I mean, it's basically nothing but white hippies walking around, but it's also beautiful. And I totally see why they're here. And the people have been nothing but amazing. And I'm always going to remember this as such an amazing time.
So at the end of the day, come to Pai, support the local people. They've been incredible. But right now, it's time to go shower.
Yeah, I mean, shower, not something other than my own sweat.